we live in an anarchic world. There's no higher body than the state, and unless there is a supranational organization that has authority and power, that will never change. So I'm a realist like you, but since we have international law, is it right that we break it? Is it right that the British government have said bollocks to that? We're going to make us stateless. And let's be serious. Let me just say something.
It is right because international law doesn't work for every single country.
Of course not. But what Sajid Javid did, let's be bloody serious.
I think international law is a guideline rather than actual.
It's not. It's not a guideline. It's binding. Okay. I mean, things passed in the UN General Assembly, they're not binding, but international treaties are. Anyway, forget that. What Sajid Javid did, in my opinion, was completely politically motivated. And there was very little thought put into it. He cannot have honestly believed that when he revoked her citizenship, that she was going to be given citizenship in Bangladesh with no problem. The Bangladeshi government were not explicit in giving her citizenship. As far as I know, they said they won't be giving her citizenship. And regardless of what they said, once that citizenship was taken away from her, at that point she was made stateless. You're not allowed to do that. So
she is a British problem.
I don't think she's a British problem anymore.
She's UK's problem.
She's a serious problem right now.
Right now, but don't forget that. Okay, the Kurdish detainer, they're in their eyes, they're like, this is not, who the hell is this? She's a legal immigrant. Take her back. It's nothing to do with us. Why should they do it?
Who?
The Kurdish.
They're the ones that captured her.
The Kurds are not
holding her.
But she's a legal immigrant.
They're not going to kill her.
What do you so?
So why should she be allowed back in here?
Okay, imagine. What do you mean now back in? Imagine someone comes from Calais, illegally through here on the ship, and they happen to land on UK shores. The British government say, look, who the hell is this person? This is not our responsibility. Go back to where you came from.
No, that's fine. Why don't you just live in the desert wherever she is right now?
Bumla. Can I say something?
Come on. She's Syrian, yeah? Why the hell should they even give her land? They don't want her there.
What do you want the Kurds to do? Let's look at this a bit deeper.
What are they going to do there? Wait.
Leave her homeless. Leave her on the
street.
Wherever.
Street where? In Syria?
Yeah, on the desert, on the ground.
She's not supposed to be there. She's a legal immigrant. They say, get out. That's not our responsibility.
Yes, they're saying to her,
get out. What do you want? What do you want the Kurds to do?
Okay, wait, stop. Was it British? Okay, Syria, the people in Kurdistan, or let's say the Syrians say, not responsibility, get out of our country.
Can I ask you something?
Where did she go?
But if I'm saying to you in essence, I'm not taking that person back, what are you going to do?
Well, okay, let me ask this, yeah? Wait, I'm going to put it in perspective, yeah? Let's say Somalis, there's 1,000 Somalis, yeah? That end up in the UK, yeah? They end up in the UK illegally, yeah? And Somalia says, I don't want any of these people, I'm going to strip them of their citizenship from Somalia. Okay. Now you deal with your shit. And they're stuck in the UK. Okay. What does the UK do?
Have they landed in the UK?
Yeah, they landed in the UK.
Then I'm stuck with them, innit? I have to deal with them.
Oh, that's how you believe. Okay, that's okay. Fair enough.
Then I'm going to have to give them all the rights that all the other Somalians have got. Okay. I'm going to have to give them a free consulate state house. I'm going to have to feed them. I'm going to have to do everything according to my UK law, which other people are benefiting from. In the same asylum.
Okay, so I get where he's coming from.
No, so do I. I mean, fair enough.
So what he's saying,
your position is clear.
He's saying wherever they are, yeah, you dump them and tough luck on the whole country. Because
where is she right now? She's in Syria. That's a serious problem. If I decide to strip her of her citizenship while she's abroad, yeah, that's my choice. If I find that she's not something bad enough.
You know what? If the way you think, yeah, if the world worked like that, there'll be a shitload of illegal immigrants in this country. A shitload. This country will be full of illegal immigrants. Yeah.
But you did say something earlier. You said that you think that what the British government have done is a mercy.
No. Only a mercy because I'm not the bloody head. If this country had the death penalty, it would be easier for me to deal with that problem because then I can say, okay, send her back. Because I'm not going to get
executed. She might not come back then.
Yeah, that's her choice then, isn't it? If we had the death penalty here, it would fit the punishment.
Okay, so you believe in death penalty.
Okay, let's forget ISIS, right? Let's forget ISIS, right?
You believe in death penalty.
Let's call a mass murderer for a second. Let's take terrorism away, yeah? let's say Shamima Begum went to Syria and she became a mass murderer, yeah?
Okay.
She killed 50 people in a church or whatever she did, yeah?
Okay.
I decided to strip her of her citizenship or whatever for that reason. Okay?
Okay.
Or she came back to this country. If she managed to win whatever court battles and she, you know, she got through, yeah? If I've got the death penalty here, it fits you being a serial killer.
Mhm.
So, you kill 50 people out there, you're going to get that punishment here.
That's your opinion.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
gonna-
some people would
yeah.
some people would say that.
But
There are people-
unfortunately here, she will get pampered in our jails.
Yeah.
She will not get a fitting punishment of what she's done.
There are people who would actually consider the death penalty a mercy rather than life in prison.
It depends. It depends. So, for example, if you're in prison in Syria, if you're in prison in here, where would you rather be in prison? I'd rather be in prison here.
Okay, but I'm just saying, you're talking about the death penalty.
If they give me death penalty in Syria or prison here, I'll take prison here. If they said death penalty here but prison there,
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine most people would rather be in prison here than in Syria.
Mm.
But you're comparing two different things now. Before you're comparing the death penalty to prison. I mean,
we're comparing punishments. We're comparing punishments. It's all fitting. We're comparing punishments.
I know where you stand. You think she should be left there,
Yeah.
and it's all morally speaking.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have.
Would
Do
you?
you have any consideration that she was a child when she left? Not a young child so
Just
much.
15, 16.
I think she's 15.
So you have no sympathy for the fact that was a child when she left here.
Not really. Not really.
At
How old
what
is she
age?
now? How old is she now?
Well, now she'd be. I don't know exactly.
Well, that's
When did
important.
she go? 2000.
What's the point? I think it's when she was 15.
Yeah, she
But
did.
what age then would you have sympathy for?
Yeah, because look, I'm going to bring her to my country now, yeah? She was 15 when she left, but now she's 20 years old, yeah? And now she's 20 years old, I'm going to put her in my prison, and she's going to go and corrupt every other fucking prisoner in there. When they come out, they're going to be all radicalized and be fucking terrorists themselves.
Okay,
I think
you're
it's a good
missing the point.
situation. Whatever's happened right now, wherever she is a good situation.
You're missing a point. You're going off topic here.
Oh.
He asked a question.
Oh.
Do you have any consideration of the fact that she's a minor? Yeah.
Oh.
And you said no for the age of 15. Yeah. So I'm asking now, what age would you have consideration of the fact that she's a minor?
Before teenager.
So 12.
Yeah.
So at 12 years old, if she did it when she's 12, it's fine. Like she would be like, okay, you know what, bring her back, fine.
But also,
But if she's 13,
But
then
also, what I'd consider is the age of time. Like at the time, how old are you? At the time
That's
of
what you
trial. Time of trial.
no, because
Well,
why should
That's not how any other. That's not how it ever
It has to be
works.
It
considered
never
as
works
well.
like
It has to be considered as
why
well.
should that be considered?
No,
Because
she-
If I'm gonna consider-
she committed the crime when she was 15, not when she was 20 or whatever how old she is now.
but okay, she
If I
committed the crime when she was 15 up to 20. Don't forget, yeah.
No, well, hold on.
No, we don't know
that.
Huh?
You can't.
We don't know.
But do you know that?
No, we don't know that. It's innocent until proven guilty, right?
Oh.
She committed the crime at 15. We know that. The
Okay.
crime is she joined Islamic State.
Yeah, but how?
No.
What about if I put this to you? She might not have committed the crime when she was 15, 16.
No, she did. We know that. No, we know
That's
she
not
did.
a crime,
We know.
wasn't it?
No, that's not a crime.
Is she- is she still committing a crime right
She
now?
went to Syria at 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crime she committed.
No, just going to Syria was not the crime.
It was. That's
But
the only crime that she's actually proven.
No, it wasn't going to Syria specifically. I mean, it was actually. the
No,
fact that
because
she
you could have
was
still
doing
gone to Syria for
Yeah,
a
I know.
organization.
I know, but she's
Yeah.
got no. Wait.
You
No,
could've-
let's be clear.
You could have still gone to
Let's
Syria
be
for a
clear
holiday.
here. Let's be clear.
Yeah, that'll be
No,
fine.
let's be clear. She's gone to Islamic State territory.
No, that's
Yeah,
not.
that's a
That
crime.
in itself wouldn't be a crime.
That's not a crime.
No, it is as far as
No,
far
No,
as
no.
it is.
There was one. No. It's not. There was one country, Australia, that did make that a crime. Actually.
What about Britain? What
No.
about UK?
No.
Australia made a law that said you are not allowed, it's a criminal offence to go to Islamic State held territory unless you are, I think it was visiting family. Britain never made a law. If I had travelled off to Syria, landed at Damascus, and then drove off to Raqqa, I mean, bearing in mind that would arise suspicion, of course.
So
it
that
would.
means she's
but,
even-
but hang on. If it was completely, if I was watched the entire time by some manner of speaking, and they saw that I went to Raqqa, walked around, took some pictures, and then managed to get out alive, I would not have committed a crime by doing
So that means there's even less evidence against her, really.
No.
Well, I mean, there we go. It's I think with her, it's a bit clearer that she actually did.
She
go
hasn't
enjoy-
really done. She hasn't really. Even if you prove it, she hasn't really committed much crime at all.
I mean, I don't. You know, it is illegal to be a member of a prescribed organization. For example, in this country,
that's as far as it goes.
but the thing is, I don't actually know how this is defined because let's take a group like National Action. They're a far-right group in the UK. They are a prescribed terrorist organization. I don't know. I mean, at what point are you considered a member? Like, do you actually have to have signed some document, or do you just have to be does it just have to be beyond doubt that you're a member? I don't know how they decide whether you're actually a member or not.
Here's the other thing.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
How to say that?
I actually don't know the answer to that. I should look into it.
Can Shamima Begum turn around and say, look, I'm a Muslim, yeah, and the Islamic State represents exactly what I envisioned a Muslim lifestyle to be like as per the Quran, and I've traveled to Islamic State because I want to experience that idealistic lifestyle that I always wanted.
So in effect, you want to go and live by Sharia law. Go and live by Sharia law.
Yeah.
Then you're not governed by UK law no more. You're Sharia law.
If you go there, and if you're part of that now, can she then also say, I'm not part of the terrorist organization. I just love the laws that are here.
No.
I've entered this land.
No.
That's a difficult one.
No,
I don't think that if a British citizen decided to go and fight for a group like, let's say, the Peshmerga in northern Iraq because they believed in Kurdish independence, I don't believe that person should be criminalized here. Same for a group such as the Tamil Tigers. These are groups that have they don't have any issue with the British government. They haven't directed any threats towards the British government. They have their own localized issues, and if somebody from here, for some reason, decides that they want to be part of that and help that particular group, I think that's their business. I mean, that's my point of view from a moral standpoint.
Mine is you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't say, okay, one day I want to live by Sharia law, and next day I want to live by UK law, and next day I want to live by fucking California law.
Why not?
No. You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't say, okay, now I'm caught, now I'm not living under Sharia law because I'm going to get stoned to death. Let me go and live by UK law where can I go into a nice prison?
Can I go live in Saudi Arabia? I know people might say, oh, that's not full Sharia law. Just if I want to go and live in Saudi Arabia tomorrow, I can go and do that. Am I then not allowed to come back to the UK? Maybe I fancy.
It depends what you're going for. Like if you're going for a holiday, you have to abide by.
Well, I might not. Maybe I'm going to live there. Maybe I fancy living there for a while.
Yeah, then while you're there on that country's land, you're going to have to abide by their law, isn't it?
Maybe that's why I wanted to go there.
Then go there.
I mean,
but when you get caught, don't say, okay, now I'm living.
But you can't get caught doing what? Caught living in Saudi Arabia.
A crime or whatever you're doing.
You're talking about Sharia law. That's why I'm living Saudi.
You guys said that you want to change your mind at the last minute when you get in trouble.
No, that's a bit different. That's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Shamima Begum didn't just decide to live under Sharia law. There's a bit more to what she's doing.
I'm Sharia law from 15
the Islamic State.
And now that I'm in court and I'm going to get in trouble, now I'm.
But she's not in court because she can't be in court because she's not allowed back here.
No, she's in a worse situation.
She wants to come back here.
Yeah, because she wants a better situation.
Right. But so you
just leave her where she is. It's justice.
Okay, I think we reached a conclusion.
Yeah.
You said no.
Yeah.
We say yes.
I think she should be allowed back here and that she should be able to stand trial and prove her innocence or guilt.
Yeah.
Like any other British citizen.
I think.
And then she's guilty. Then
I think
then she should be punished, like for whatever crime she's.
Yeah. And how she should be punished?
Based on
whatever the British law says. Whatever the guidelines.
How unfair is that now? That you got Shamima Begum, yeah, and then you've got another similar age girl, similar situation that's come from another harsher country. And Shamima's they both committed the same crime. Shamima's gonna come back here and live luxury in a prison here, whereas the other girl's gonna go back to her harsher country and get a fucking death penalty.
Wait a second. What, we don't have equality in the world. That's idealistic.
No, see, this is why I'm right.
Whoa, you think
because my morals apply to everyone rather than some rules applying to some and some other rules applying to others.
Okay, listen. Let's be pragmatic here. You can't possibly say that. You can't possibly say because countries like Yemen or Laos or Congo exist, which have unbelievable poverty, some of them have extremely harsh laws. You cannot possibly say that because they exist, we shouldn't.
No, I'm talking about the rules in jail.
Because it's unequal. You want full equality.
Okay.
Come on.
Anyway, I think the conclusion of this, yeah. I think morally, I don't think any of us want her back into the UK. I think we can agree with that at least.
Morally,
yeah. But I think in terms of legally, in terms of the precedent that it sets, me and Skull, we decide that she should be allowed back.
I think it's more dangerous having
I
her
think
back.
for
Then
you-
it allows open doors for
For
more
you is no. Yeah?
terrorists and converts to come back.
For you is no. So I think
Yeah.
we'll leave it at that.
I said
A lot
the
of
less
people-
I said the
you know-
less of them we have back to corrupt more of us, the better.
A lot of people out there who have maybe a parent who was born in Ireland.
I say
you know,
if
all
we
of
bring
you
back
can
the
have
death
your
penalty-
citizenship revoked.
Yeah.
If you
anyone,
do something which the British government
any,
decides is too harsh or
100%.
makes you a threat.
anyone with any immigrant parents, yeah, born in any other country or citizen of any other country, be aware.
I say the day you let Shamima Begum back, you introduce the death penalty back here as well. I will leave the rest for part 2 now.
Yeah, I think we will reach our conclusion. If anyone wants any other topics for discussion, please put it in the comment section, and we'll see you at episode 2.
Peace.